Let's just keep it like this.
Yeah, silence. I like this.
Just pure silence. Just nothing. No one say
Jackson,
anything. Don't ruin
challenge.
I'll start us off. I was sending a text message, and I guess you guys don't have any energy today. It's the official podcast, action-packed episode number 297. Do you know what today is today? Do you know what today is, boys?
Is it your fucking birthday again?
Monday?
I'm so
No.
sick of your birthdays, Charlie. You get one a year.
Not yet, it's not. Not until another year comes around. It's the RLCS World Championship
Oh,
week.
shit.
Yep. Moist Esports, the #1 seed. We play SSG in the first round of groups, and I'm a little afraid because they're strong, but I believe in the boys.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that's my contribution.
Cool.
When today?
It's tomorrow. We play tomorrow.
Oh, well, what the fuck? You got me all excited for no reason.
It starts tomorrow.
You play
Today's
you play on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Why not on the weekend?
Isn't that
when
like the
people
Isn't
would
that
watch?
like the holy day of Rocket League players?
It
Isn't that
goes
the-
it goes through the weekend, and every day is holy day for Rocket League.
So like the actual big finals are this coming weekend then?
Yeah, I think it ends on Sunday.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of Rocket League.
I mean, it's the World Championship. It's a $2 million tournament.
Wow.
Are there only
Jesus.
16 teams playing though? Or is it 8?
I didn't hear you quite. What was your question?
Aren't there only 16 teams playing? Because there's 8 that go through the main card, right? And then there's 8 wild cards.
Well, the wild cards are all done now. That already happened.
Yeah, so how many teams made it into what this tournament will be?
Oh, it's 16 right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That doesn't seem like that'd be that many matches.
Well, they're only doing one a day. So Moist Esports plays tomorrow and then doesn't play again until the 11th.
Wait, that sounds so inefficient. They're only doing one a day?
Well, we only have one a day. Like every team's only
okay.
playing one a day. They're doing like 4 tomorrow
Gotcha.
and 4 the day after and then 4 the following day. But the teams only play once.
And you're not going, even though it's in Texas.
No one ever said that. I might still be going.
Oh, did I just leak bad information?
Yeah, you're just a little behind.
Well, wait, no, this show comes out after it, so they'll know. They'll know you're not there.
True.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
we have live listeners, and now it's a leak, a rumor.
Well, that's the kind of stuff you get when you sign up for the Patreon. You get to hear trade secrets like that.
Holy shit! Insider scoop.
Information on where Charlie will or won't be in the future.
That
Now I'm
can be
gonna have to
confirmed within like 3 days. Yeah.
God damn,
case
now I'm
you
gonna have
wanna
to see all the
stalk him.
headlines. Whistleblowers on .esports right now have the scoop. The article's being printed.
Jackson, what's Charlie's address again? Could you repeat that out loud?
Yeah, no, I would never leak information like that. I remember the first time we played Rocket League, actually, Charlie. Andrew was there. And so
I was?
another person. Yeah, you were there.
Oh,
This was
I know where you're going with this.
This was,
yeah, I do remember
this. was like 7 years ago.
Long time ago.
Maybe even longer. I don't want to say the name of the guy who was also there, but he did end up leaking your phone number. I think it was
Oh,
a
you were
stream
there
at
for
the
that?
time. Yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, I had
That
to
was-
change
Didn't
my
that happen
number.
multiple times? I feel like I was also there for something like that.
That person's excuse was, "Oh, I thought I changed a single number."
Yeah. That was
Like
such a
one of those
fucking
giveaway
headache.
codes.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it easy to change a number?
It
Doesn't
is,
seem
but
like
it's
it'd
still
be
a
that hard.
hassle. It's still just a headache.
Yeah, true. It takes so long to
Well,
memorize.
it totally
a mobile number.
killed the stream. I remember that.
Yeah.
You just stopped everything, and you were like, "I have to go."
It was your stream, Andrew. I didn't
Yeah.
stream at the time. It was your stream.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
streaming.
we were playing it on my stream, and then we just me and the other guy just kind of sat there like, "Well, what do we do now?" Good job.
I didn't know you were there for that, Jackson. That's interesting.
No, I was definitely there for that. I remember that distinctly. I think it was the first time I met Andrew, actually.
Really?
Probably.
Aw.
Yeah, I think so. But
Was-
I don't remember anything about that meeting other than Charlie's number getting leaked. So you made quite the impression on me.
It was such a bold prank, just spilling personal details to the internet.
Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah.
wild.
I don't. Do you still keep up with him?
I haven't heard from him in a long time, actually. Not because of that. I just haven't heard from him in a long time.
People I get scared of.
Have
He
you
didn't have any
forgiven
more
him?
numbers to leak.
Yeah, I forgave him.
Oh, so nice.
Well, that's good. Anything more about Rocket League?
No, that was my update.
Are you gonna leak the team's phone numbers during the tournament?
That'd be kind of hype. Maybe.
How did he leak the number? Yeah, so we were playing Rocket League, and I don't remember how it came up originally, like why he even said the mobile number.
I remember it. It was so Rocket League's a 3-man game, so it was me, him, and Charlie on a team, and we were in between games or like waiting for something, and Charlie was like, "I'm gonna go take a piss," so we were just kind of sitting there just talking about stuff. And I think we were joking about like leaking deets as a joke or something relevant to it. And this person said, all right, chat, I want you to listen up. And he just started reading digits. And he didn't explain anything. And then Charlie came back. And Charlie, what was it you said? You were like, did one of you guys give out my phone number or something like that?
I don't remember what I said, but probably something to that effect. I think sounds about par for the course.
And then he felt bad and he was like, oh, I thought I changed a single digit. And I was like, apparently you didn't.
Even still, like one digit being changed isn't the most efficient way.
I know.
Why not just make up an entirely new phone number? Why did it have to be almost completely accurate?
I know.
Was it Brady? That sounds like a Brady thing to do. You know, he had to change his own. He had to cancel his credit card because he himself leaked the number onto the internet in a fucking call drunkenly.
How does that
That's
even
a kind of
happen?
Drunkenly.
I don't know. I also don't know. What happens is that, you know, he's in my server, I'm in my server, and all of a sudden, fucking people started messaging me with photos of a credit card, and I was like, whatever, spam. But then I looked at the credit card and it says Brady on it and his last name. And I can see the full fucking number of the credit card and they have back and front photos of it. And turns out Brady got fucking drunk in a voice call and just showed everyone his credit card when they were like, Brady, show us your credit card. And he did. And it took me like 2 months to convince him to cancel it.
Good lord.
Well, wait.
That's our moderator, by the way, in the official Discord if you want to sign up.
you need the 3 numbers on the back, right, to do anything with it.
He showed the front
but
and
he
back.
showed the back too.
Oh my god, he's so fucking dumb. This fucking idiot.
Dude, people have the worst, like, this is why I always will disagree when people tell me that the new generation is more tech literate and boomers are illiterate and the kids nowadays, they know the... Like, I know so many people who have their driver's licenses on their Instagram and Twitter accounts, you know, because it's just young, dumb kids who at 16, they get their provisional licenses or whatever, and they want to flex on their kids, on their friends on social media, and then they never take it down. And now, well, your fucking address and date of birth is forever on the internet, you know?
I think we hit an inverse, or no, just a regular bell curve with that. So you have boomers who don't know technology. They didn't grow up with it. They don't take the time to learn with it. They don't integrate it into their life. Like, doesn't happen. But then you have like our generation and around there where, you know, they grew up with it. They had to use computers. They had to use this, figure out stuff, etc. Grew up with like Windows XP and like all the less user-friendly ones. But then the new generation, it's all phones. So why would you, number one, have to learn like computer specific debugging and fixing issues and putting all that stuff together when everything is on your phone? And number two, with social media, you don't learn like internet safety, like some details you don't put out there. You don't share certain things. They don't learn that.
They never learned privacy, bro. And to the boomers' credits, like my mom could not for the life of her send an email ever. That's just not something she would be capable of. But if I put my driver's license on the internet, she would kill me. If she found out, she would call me and yell at me to take it down immediately and not to trust strangers on the internet, which is good advice.
That mentality's completely gone. I remember growing up, I had Xbox Live when I was 10, but my parents were really adamant, like, don't you ever share anything, not even the first letter of your name, because they will find you and they will fucking kill you. To put that fear of strangers online in you is just completely gone now.
I miss that every single goddamn day, where the entire internet was supposed to be anonymous and it was highly discouraged from using your real info or trying to connect things back to you. Like, everyone just went by their handle. That was it. That was
Yep.
all you knew about people. I miss that because now it's like, oh,
miss that too.
that's not Dark Killer XXX. That's Jared Serdunkagis from fucking Michigan. It's like, who cares? It's boring.
Like when you sign up to a game, there's just like an option to display all of your real information if you
know.
want to. So you just click on someone's profile and you get their age, their date of birth.
I hate that shit. Fucking BattleNet does that for Call of Duty. You sign up for BattleNet, you're like, I want to play some Warzone. And then the first option, and I think it's toggled by default, is show my full name to everyone. It's like, why would I ever want that? Are you insane?
Social security.
It started out, I don't know if you guys remember this, but that started out in the World of Warcraft forums as well, because they had a trolling problem where people would just say mean things, and at some points the idea gained traction that you should have your real name associated with your account publicly,
YouTube
so that
did
people
that.
would stop talking shit. And it's the dumbest fucking idea.
What was the Google thing called? What was it?
Google Plus.
Google
Oh, yeah,
Plus.
Plus.
that
Yeah,
shit.
fucking comments on YouTube as a whole dropped by like 80% after Google Plus happened. Like some disgusting number because no one wanted to do it.
No one wanted it. And also, this is, again, why I don't consider the generation nowadays to be better at computers than their parents. Like, I'm sorry, but downloading TikTok and changing its icon to a calculator to hide it from your parents, that doesn't impress me, okay? I'm not impressed.
I think it's just because the audience has gotten much larger and it's more accessible. Like, the people that were using the internet back in the day, obviously they had an interest in computers and stuff like that, so they were more technically literate. But then once the internet made it more common for everyone to, or phones made it more easy for people to use and get into, then that's when like people became idiots.
I think there's also just always a large noticeable group of technologically illiterate people. Like, so I worked IT through college, and boy, so first of all, we got a lot of people who would come in because the whole point was my department was like helping other students. So it was like, the kids with viruses and their laptop doesn't work, they bring it in, you help them fix it. And I was like, okay, sounds great. So some people came in with actual issues, like stuff you wouldn't think about, like, oh, I reinstalled a driver and this worked, or oh, I did this and it worked. But 90% of the time, 95% of the time, it was either A, when was the last time you virus scanned it? Never. Okay, I virus scanned it, now it works. You're welcome. Or B, and my favorite one that happened all the time. So you're saying like the click won't work, or it's not turning on, or this isn't happening. Have you ever dropped it? And they go, well, yeah, but only once in the parking lot on concrete. It should be fine. And I'm like, no, your laptop is broken. What the fuck?
That's not even like technological illiteracy.
But they just expect it to work after that. It happened all the time, like once a week.
I think it's more just like ignorance or blind hope. They just really want it to work.
They just think technology is like this magical, incomprehensible thing where, you smashed it on the fucking ground, but it should be fine because all the parts in there should be working, Like, they don't even think about it.
My favorite is, if you're the like tech guy in your family, or God forbid if you like are a programmer or whatever, if anything breaks in your household, now you're responsible. And if you don't, like, your mom will call you like, Kaya, my TV isn't working. What's wrong
I was
with
so
it?
sick of that.
I don't
living at
know.
home.
It's like, I have no idea, Mom. And she'd go, well, aren't you like a computer guy? I thought this is what I'm paying for your college for. It's like, that's not the same, Mom. I'm not the fucking...
The way that I get that all the time.
So annoying.
I get that all the time from my mom too. I love my mom to death, but she is the most technologically illiterate person on the planet. So she will call me constantly like, I had the TV on AT&T, but I hit a button and now it won't come back. And it's like there's a million things that could have happened. She could have turned something else on or switched the input, or it's like whatever. So my excuse, Kaya, if you want to use this one, is I say, you got to think of me like a doctor. There's only so much I can do over the phone.
That's the most pretentious thing you could possibly say.
Oh,
You have to think of me as the president of the United States.
You have to think of me as the most important man on the planet, okay? That's the only
I'm
way.
like an
I'm
astronaut,
too busy
Mom.
for you, Mom. I'm saving lives.
You have to think of me like a billionaire. You're just not worth my money or time, But anyway, the analogy is you got to think of me like a doctor. Like, there's only so much I can do over the phone. I have to I have to see the problem in person. You know what I mean? I have to do tests. I have to see what's going on.
do the X-rays and stuff.
Exactly. You can call a doctor, get a house call, or get a voice call or like a phone call, but just telling them about the problem, there's not nearly as much as they'll be able to do as if they can like see you and run tests. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's why also people get mad at tech support, because the first thing they tell you is turn it off and on again, but that solves 99% of people's problems, like 99% of the callers. But then, you know, you have the 1% dummies like me, where when you have an actual problem, it fucking aggravates you. To have to tell them, yes, I did restart the router, asshole.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I hate that when I have to call my fucking internet company and I have to, like, parade through the first 20 minutes, be like, yes, I did this, I know how to do this. It's not this, it's not that. Don't tell me it could be this. I've checked that. I have a whole list. I went through my list. Now give me your list.
I do love the tech problems that really make you think and search around, though. Weirdly enough, I do like fixing those kinds of things. Not for like other people. Just
Why
for me.
are you a masochist?
Yeah, I was just about to say, you have just like the worst idea of fun ever.
Okay, if you like that so much, Jackson, just install Linux on your computer. You'll do that every day. You'll spend hours on Stack Overflow.
I don't want to do it all
random
the time.
shit will break.
I don't want to do it all the time. I'm not talking about shit like now I can't use this machine. It's just like I want to figure out why this certain thing is happening in the operating system and then fix it. That's just fun.
That's such a weird... I don't want any problems with my computer. I want to click it. I don't know. I want it perfect. But yeah,
Charlie,
kids, stop being dumb on the internet. Stop uploading your fucking driver's licenses, please.
Yeah, you should probably stop doing that. I was gonna say, Charlie, are you still the most technologically illiterate out of any of us here?
I never was. I never believed that for even a second. I think I'm perfectly tech savvy.
But
I remember you
who is less
You
tech
are not.
savvy than you in this call?
Like in the I thought you were talking about in the world. Well, I think there's an argument to be made that Jackson and I are on similar levels.
Not at all. Not even remotely.
Well, like, I'm gonna put you on blast. Jackson still has every episode of the podcast on his computer, weighing down his whole fucking hard drive.
It's in a hard drive.
That's a
separate
backup.
hard drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sensible.
That's not no, because I remember one time when Jackson was still editing, he's like, I don't know if I can edit this week because I'm out of space. So I asked why, and he said, because I still keep all of the files on my computer. Every single one of them.
Well, yeah, but that's just bad management. That's not being tech illiterate. He just needs to get an external drive or something.
Yeah, I was getting an
Charlie,
external
for
drive
comparison, you had issues with blue screens on your computer that I built you, and I was like, oh, I figured out the problem. You need to reinstall Windows, and you eventually got just so not plussed about that you just used an entirely different computer.
I remember Charlie called me like Charlie called me 7 years ago.
I kept telling you that issue, and then eventually you got the one from Artesian Builds and just switched to that one instead of fixing it.
Oh, I do remember that, but it was never a reinstall Windows problem. I did end up fixing that computer.
You did or didn't?
I did. Like, I still have, like, I used that computer for like another 3 years. In fact, I was still using that computer like all the way up until a couple months ago. Then I just decided to put everything on the Artesian one.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. Charlie called me 7 years ago, and I had to walk him through pirating something for him, telling him how to use the sites.
Oh my god, that used to
What?
annoy me so fucking much, your attitude. No, I remember that too. I will vouch for Jackson, because Charlie would call me, and he'd be like, Kaya, I need Sony Vegas Pro 12.
That was
so
different.
how do I do that?
Pro 12
And
was
I
known
tell
for
him-
its intense security. Like, now you're thinking about it. That's a bad faith argument. That was
You
that
would
was a
call
tough
me,
program.
and I would tell you, okay, first step, you go to the pirate. No, you have to install BitTorrent Sync, and then you go to the Pirate Bay, and he'd go, can you do that for me, Kai?
Yeah.
That is absolute.
My internet is shit compared to yours, so I have to download this for you, then upload it to a Google Drive for you, then write like a fucking text document with steps for you instead of like just do it yourself.
That is so slanderous.
son of a
I was
bitch. No, you
pirating
did it to me
software
the
before
other day.
Jackson was born. I pirated Sony Vegas 7. I was very familiar with torrenting. I don't remember why I reached out to you for that, Kaya. I'm not gonna lie. I do remember that.
I don't know.
I don't know why, but I was pirating software when Jackson was still suckling his mom's teet. I had Sony Vegas
Why
7.
did I have to teach you?
I don't know. I actually don't think that ever happened. I don't think that ever happened.
Why would I make that up? That
don't think
absolutely
it happened.
happened.
I know for
It
sure it
happened
happened
the other day as well.
Oh, when I asked Andrew to pirate Jurassic Park for me.
Ah,
That
classic.
as well, and you asked
That's
me to
yeah,
pirate something for you
movies.
the other day as well.
Well, that's
2 days
because I
ago.
didn't want to. I just didn't feel like it.
You can literally just go to websites nowadays and watch shit. Like, why do you ask
No.
people to download movies for you? Like, we're your personal Plex server.
No, that's not true. You can't. Mine was literally opening day for Jurassic World, so it wasn't up anywhere else like the normal sites.
To be fair, I was gung-ho about pirating it, because when this man calls me in a fever, in a fucking state of panic, and says, there may have been a bat in my movie theater, can you watch this movie with me to make sure there wasn't? I had to indulge. I had to get in on that.
That was more just like a fun bonding activity
it was
as
an
opposed
activity.
to technical incompetence.
Yeah, it was something fun. It's great. Made for a good
Charlie
podcast
doesn't
story.
have-
That's what we talked about
Charlie
that week.
doesn't think of us or anyone as friends. It's just like vessels to pirate through. I think just ways to hide his identity.
I
and
have
still
been
get the movies that he
pirating
wants.
since I was pirating when I was a boy. I still remember using the Pirate Bay back during that huge controversy there, lockdown. I remember downloading Evil Within. What else did Resident Evil 7, I believe. Like I was pirating the fuck
Nah,
out of
you
things.
probably
I was a
got like
villain.
you got your cousin to do it. or
Wait, did you?
something.
Nope.
Did you stream pirate games?
No, I wasn't streaming during this time. This was like circa 2012, 2011, whenever the
And
Pirate
this
Bay
is
was
also
like
for
first playing.
entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never pirate stuff here.
I also
Yeah.
own the physical copy as well. Multiple even.
Okay, something doesn't line up here, Charlie. You said you pirated Resident Evil 7, but that came out in
Or
2017.
not 7, 6. The shitty one.
I caught you. You misspoke.
Wait, 6?
You
I got the-
motherfucker.
I got the games wrong. It was this shitty
Oh
one.
no, it is 6. Yeah, 6 is the shitty one.
Yeah, 6
Yeah,
is the terrible
6 is
one.
the really goofy, fucking over-the-top, weird, dumb one.
It's the one with the giraffe sucking its own penis as a logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
And this is all alleged.
Well, no, that's true. You can see it.
Well,
in the
no,
logo.
the Charles pirating arc is alleged.
Yeah.
It's a,
Yeah,
we really have come full circle, haven't we? Like, our parents used to pay for cable and we'd laugh at them like, I can just pirate stuff, mom. And now it's the same thing. Like, all the kids pay for fucking Disney Plus, HBO Max, Netflix, and whatnot. And again, those of us who pirates, we're still lol. Why are you paying like $50 a month for garbage content?
I get it on certain things, though. Like, some shows, if I want to watch them, I'm really just not in the mood. Like, especially if it's like, I'm going to sit down for dinner, so I got food, and I want to just get into it, whatever. I don't want to have to go to a pirate website, make sure that it's legit,
Exactly.
check if it has enough seeds, wait for it to download. Like there's some overhead, you
Andrew,
know?
there's... Yeah, but you're talking about actually downloading them to your computer. I'm talking about like websites that just stream it to you
Streaming them.
nowadays.
Yeah.
They're so much easier.
I was gonna say the alternative is then I'll just go on like Amazon and be like, oh, the episode's available for $2. I'll just buy it. Stuff like that.
Yeah, well, once the price becomes so low and manageable, it's just there's no point in pirating. Pirating quality is bad.
There was a few years when Netflix was in its prime where pirating was probably at an all-time low, just because everything most
Yeah.
people wanted was on Netflix,
Well,
and it was
because
just
they
so easy
finally-
and convenient.
Because they were able to actually compete with the pirates. So that's the same argument for Steam. It was just easier for people to not pirate and to just buy a game on Steam. Okay, I have one account and I can download this on any computer I want. Okay, perfect. This is way easier than pirating. But now it's more difficult. Now we've looped all the way around to, oh, region lock on Netflix. Oh, age lock. Oh, this lock. Oh, I can't share my password anymore. Oh, now you're introducing advertising. Oh, you're jacking up the price every month. Oh, every single show that I like gets canceled and instead you fucking inject cancer into my eyeballs with Big Mouth and shit. Okay, you know what? I don't want you to have my money anymore. You know, piracy is easier, actually.
Gabe
As
Newell's quote of piracy is a service issue just always rings true.
Yeah. No, it absolutely is. But Kai is also right in that as we go further into the streaming experiment, it's become more and more obvious that this is just leading towards cable TV 2.0. It's the
Well, that's
same thing.
also what the internet sites want to be. Like YouTube wants to be cable so badly with all the fucking original shows they try to push and the way they try to structure their content. They really just want to be a channel where they're just like, here's what's coming up next. And you like yeah, obviously you choose what videos you want to watch, but the way that they structure it with how hard they push certain videos and how much they'll just like tackle you with recommendations and shit, they really want to steer where you're watching, where you're going on it.
We said that was going to happen. I think most people saw this coming. Every fucking network was making streaming services. AMC has a streaming service, and they only have a single show right now, which is Better Call Saul. Like, everyone's making streaming platforms.
And Better Call Saul is on Netflix too, by the way, but the pirate sites get it first. I swear to you, like, I can watch it an hour earlier than I can on Netflix. Like, again, it is a service issue. Like, why the fuck should I pay you and get shit later? It doesn't make sense.
That was also my biggest fucking headache was I'm fine with paying for things if I'm watching them and enjoying them. But what I can't fucking stand is when I'm being a law-abiding citizen and paying for the service and the service is fucking awful. Like it won't render above 720p or anything like that. I'm literally trying to give you money to watch the thing. I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing and you're punishing me for it. I'll just go pirate it instead.
You reminded me of a great specific example, Jackson. I was recently sitting down to dinner to watch a show. And I forgot what the show was, but I was like, I don't want to go through all the Amazon or all the fucking piracy stuff. I have my food ready. I'm just going to go on Amazon and buy it. So I went to Amazon and it was like $3 an episode. So I went, okay, yeah. So I bought it. And then after it processed, it gave me a pop-up and it said, this show is streaming in low quality because you do not have certain recording protections in place. It's like an anti-piracy measures. So I went, oh, fuck this. I refunded my purchase and I pirated it. Because it's like, I'm not going to watch the show in 480p just because they're so paranoid I'm going to record it. Fuck that.
Yeah, that too, the whole DRM angle is annoying too. Every time I download a new browser, I use LibreWolf now, and it's like, oh, you have to enable DRM content. Why? Just like, if somebody wants to take a screenshot of your show, just let them. People are going to pirate it anyway. You're not stopping it. So you're not preventing it by even a minute.
People don't realize that while piracy can definitely hurt sales, it's free advertising. It also helps. It gets it out there. Yeah, the people who pirate, say, like your video game are going to pirate it regardless. They're not going to pay for it either way. But there are people who pirate it to either act as a demo or for one reason or another, and then they end up supporting the company because then they buy a legit copy or they sell it to their friends. Not the pirated copy, but they sell the game to their friends. Like, I
don't even
helps.
buy that anymore. I don't even buy anymore that it hurts the company. Like, there are so many kids nowadays who use Adobe as adults, for instance, who wouldn't if they hadn't torrented it in their childhoods and played around with a pirated copy of Photoshop as kids.
Was it fucking Adobe that said they don't even care about pirates anymore because they expect that people will eventually just buy it?
Oh, they care.
Well, no, not to that degree, but I don't think it was Adobe, but some company had some like wink, wink, hush, hush statement where they were like, yeah, we don't really crack down on piracy because we understand eventually people just get fed up with having to manage pirating and just buy it and download it. Like, it makes sense.
Probably, I don't know. Yeah.
I think it depends on which person you're pirating from though. Like indie games and stuff like that, I still think it's pretty scummy to pirate from them. But like AAA publishers, I don't really care about.
Yeah, it's a size thing. Like I wouldn't download music from a really small indie band. I wouldn't pirate an indie game. But if it's an album from a major record label, then yeah, I'll fucking download it. Because that's not even going to the band anyway. That's going to the record label. Fuck it. You know what I would never pirate, though?
What?
I was just about to ask, would you ever download a mattress?
A Helix sleep mattress. Number one, I don't think I could physically do that. But number two, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't want to do it. I would want the guaranteed, authentic Helix sleep experience. Because it might be the best sleep I've ever had in my entire life. I love quizzes. I love being asked questions and answering them. I love knowing trivia. And I can tell you this, I got this question 100% correct, 110%. I even got the extra credit. And it was, will Helix deliver a mattress that is soft, medium, or firm and good for sleeping on your side, back, or stomach, or if you move around a lot? Well, of course the answer is yes, they will. because they're going to give you any kind of mattress, no matter how you sleep, no matter what your preference to going to bed is. If you're looking for a mattress, you can take the quiz. And then when you're done taking a fun little quiz, you're gonna have a mattress that's shipped right to your door for free. You will never need to go to the mattress store again, and you're gonna get exactly what you're looking for. If you go to helixsleep.com/official, take the 2-minute sleep quiz, they will also make sure that you have a 10-year warranty to try it out for 100 nights, risk-free. And if you just, I don't know, you're grumpy Gus, you're a grouchy fucking little bitch, then they'll pick it up for you. But you'll like it. So they're not going to do anything except give you a nice mattress. Helix is offering up to $200 off of all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/official. That's $200 off of all mattress orders and 2 free pillows at helixsleep.com/official. But I can't be sleeping too long. I gotta get up. I gotta do things. And what's gonna scream me out of bed is the alarm that I set on my Movement watch. Because Movement is one of the fastest growing watch brands on the planet, shipping to over 160 countries across the globe. They've expanded into blue light glasses to protect your eyes from screens, minimalist jewelry, and more style essentials. You're going to find a ton of different watches. They've got sports watches if you like sports for some weird reason. But if you just want to look good, they've got watches that have the look and quality of a $400 to $500 watch that are going to be at the fraction of that price. You're going to get a beautiful watch shipped right to your door. And maybe while you're there, you'll go, well, I am a Zoomer. I am a small child who spends all day on my phone without even knowing how it works. Maybe I need some Everscroll blue light filtering glasses so I don't get blinded when I'm 35 years old. I know I like gaming. I game real hard. My favorite game is the game where you dance and play as characters from the multiverse. You know what I'm talking about. But the thing about
Fall
that
Guys.
game, that's right, it was Fall Guys. Kaya got it. The thing about that game is it's got lots of blue light. Blue light, not too great for your eyes. Kind of harsh, kind of hard on them. It's gonna help with eye strain, poor sleeping patterns. Everscroll blue light glasses, also from Movement. If you want to elevate your look with style that doesn't break the bank, then join the Movement and get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/official. Movement is so efficient, they have removed the unnecessary letters from their website. mvmt.com/official for 15% off, free shipping, free returns. They've got glasses, watches, accessories, all sorts of cute things. Check them out.
Thank you.
I think I read that blue light actually impacts your gaming performance as well. So
Oh.
you do less good at video games.
What?
If
I'm
blue light
buying
is
20
affecting your
pairs.
eyes.
30. 100.
If you want the competitive advantage, make sure you use mvmt.com/.
Is that real?
I don't know. Could be.
Sure, whatever.
Absolutely could be.
The experts agree.
Well,
you guys want to?
if it affects your eyes, it might. Like if blue light like burns your eye retinas or whatever, I could see it.
Well, that doesn't burn your retinas. It just keeps you up and awake.
Causes strain
there's
and
enough.
dryness.
Look, there's enough ways to argue that I'm correct, so it may as well be scientific fact at this
Sure,
point.
why not? Sure, you sound like that girl who was trying to sell like gamer cream against blue lights.
Oh yeah.
I forget her name.
Right.
Anyway, do you guys have topics? Otherwise, I would like to ruin some childhood memories.
I had one, but that sounds way better. Go ahead.
Yeah, whose childhood memory? I don't have many good ones. Let me keep the ones that I like. Don't
Well-
ruin them for me.
Well, many people may have fond memories of a show called iCarly. Do you guys? Kids really should be getting like a tech privacy class mandatory in
Yep.
school nowadays. It's just so absurd.
It's
We
so
just let them onto the
shocking.
internet.
It's so I don't know if I want to wait. I had a bit more to say on that. I don't know if I want to wait till Charlie gets back.
We can
I'm
talk.
sorry, I had to go check on the dogs. I just got back. I was seeing why they were going so crazy. It's all good.
All right, Kyle, go ahead.
Wait, why were they going crazy? Did they hear about blue light? Is that what's going on over there?
Did you
Yeah, they
put
were
their
just
glasses on?
They were just worried about all the tech illiteracy in the world. They were just getting a little panicked.
Yeah.
I was just saying they also want mandatory tech privacy lessons in school then. Good. It should be a thing. I don't like... Isn't it from a legal standpoint or from a human rights standpoint? Wouldn't it make sense to teach kids this shit? Like if somebody creeps in front of your window and starts taking photos of you in your bed, that would be illegal, right? But if big tech does it, then that's all of a sudden okay. Like we just let little children expose all of their data to these big multi-million-dollar companies without even ever teaching them not to do that.
Yeah. No, I think if they're gonna bring around a giraffe that teaches you not to take drugs, they may as well bring another farm animal around to teach you not to use computers.
Wait. A giraffe is a farm animal? What kind of farms do you have in Australia, Jackson?
An Australian farm. That sounds awesome, actually. Do giraffe? Well, I would actually try giraffe milk.
I don't think do giraffes like even make
all mammals
drinkable
do,
milk? Like can we drink giraffe milk?
We can drink any milk if we're like brave enough.
I don't know enough about giraffe milk to answer that question.
I assume it's not toxic to humans. Why would it be?
I don't know.
We can drink every type of milk. We drink cockroach milk. We drink goat milk.
Cockroach milk is...
Cockroach milk. Fuck that.
It's not exactly milk.
It's not
a
milk.
Little,
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's a nice little milkshake. Yeah.
It's ground
like
up
with other
cockroach
animals.
mush.
I know like goat milk is a common thing, so I don't see why other mammals wouldn't be the same.
I don't know. Hopefully we have some giraffe experts in the comments that can tell us.
What? That should be your next tier list, Charlie. Just drink all the animal milk.
I wanted to do a breast milk tier list. I've said that like a million times. I still think that's such a banger of an idea.
Yeah, but you
Just
should
a bunch of different
women. Do it from different species, like pig
yeah.
milk and giraffe milk.
That's not a bad idea. I just feel like there's some milks that man wasn't meant to try, and I don't want to like hurt myself.
Well, that's why you're going to be the first.
I guess.
Can you,
like a pioneer?
Can you not see the pride in your face when you can tell everyone you were the first person to drink seahorse milk? Come on.
That's a good point.
What if it unlocks like youth or something? I mean,
or immediate
all
death.
of mankind, we've been indoctrinated into thinking mother's milk and cow milk. What if it is like seahorse milk?
What if seahorse milk is like 99.9% cyanide? Something ridiculous.
Or what if it's the yummiest milk on the planet? It's like delicious.
It's great.
It comes out like chocolate milk. That'd be delicious. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Like strawberry milk or something exotic.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Ew, I don't like strawberry.
What if... Alright, so going back to giraffes though, what if giraffes produce a lot of milk? Because I don't know anything about how much milk they produce, but considering they're very large animals, I would assume they produce a lot of milk. Same with elephants,
They grow very tall. Maybe there's a secret to that milk, Charlie. You know,
when I was younger, I unironically thought kangaroos had a really good like diet for muscle gain, because if you look at kangaroos, their arms are fucking huge. So I was looking up a kangaroo diet, like looking for their like splits. Turns out they just eat like
them.
Yeah, they eat twigs.
Why not gorillas then? Gorillas are even more buff.
Because kangaroos, like their arms look like our arms but jacked. Gorilla arms don't really look so much like ours when it comes to the muscularity.
Yeah, they look better.
Yeah, kangaroo arms just look fucking shredded.
Kangaroos are super aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you guys ever seen like a hairless, what is it, chimpanzee or something? Yeah. They look pretty human-ish.
I think you should have gone for the monkeys. I think they look better than human.
Nah, I don't know. I still think, like, you guys clearly haven't seen Roger the kangaroo. God rest his soul.
No, I have.
Look at the fucker in the chat. Look at the alien.
Oh, okay, that is an absolutely jacked fucking animal. What? I can't say I've seen that guy.
For the people at home, it's a pink, what looks to be like a chimpanzee, naked. He's got big biceps and big pecs.
If you showed that to me in a dark room, I would assume that was just a small, bald, ripped man.
I would assume it's an alien and run. I would cry.
Look at those nipples too. They're so pointy and big.
Yeah, well, look at kangaroos though. Like they're always flexing. Like they're constantly like striking poses. I think
I
that's
want
why
to
they
see a
stand
fight
out.
between the kangaroo and that monkey now.
Okay,
That'd
that
be
wouldn't-
fucking awesome.
That
Oh,
wouldn't
the
even be
monkey would
close.
kill them.
It wouldn't even be close. Yeah.
What, you think the monkey?
You guys don't know how strong monkeys are, like gorillas especially. Dude, they can rip you in half.
Yeah,
Dude,
I know
but
how
the-
strong they are.
Absolute
The arms on
beasts.
kangaroos aren't even like the most intimidating part. It's those fucking legs. Those legs.
I think it's so overhyped. I really do.
It's not.
Have you ever watched the kangaroo fight? Because they never actually land any punches or anything. The only thing they land are kicks, and they're just like little pushes. Like they just push each other with their legs.
Well, yeah, they're not trying to disembowel each other in those videos. When they're actually trying to disembowel each other, it's brutal.
That could be
Yeah,
a cool
but they
video
ever
for you,
tried to
Charlie. Go to Australia and get kicked by a kangaroo.
Yeah, see how it feels.
Yeah, make an getting punched by an animal tier list.
That's actually a good one.
A chimpanzee
That
would
is
punch a
actually a
hole
good one.
through me.
And that's not even violence against animals. You just have to stand there and take it.
You could
Yeah.
you could be like that you could be like that scientist who wrote a journal on the most painful bug bites on the planet, and he would just get
Yeah.
bit by the worst insects known to man and then write down what he experienced.
What animal
You
in the
could-
animal kingdom punches the hardest?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is a good question. So, all right, out of every animal out there, which one would be the hardest hitting?
Mantis
Not
shrimp,
like-
I win.
That's actually not true.
Yeah, but
they
they're
have
tiny.
they have the fastest
Oh,
punch,
are
but it's
we?
not the most painful.
So I thought we were talking relative to like the animal.
No,
No,
what can do the
so
most
you want
damage?
in general.
A human.
But it has to be like a
No,
punch,
like-
not like a rhino stepping on you or something.
Because if we're talking like the most devastating like punch for an animal, like for the mantis shrimp size, the attack that it does is
Yeah, it's
insane.
proportionate.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if we're
for a
talking like
human,
what's
that
the
would tickle
biggest
you.
like the biggest hit in the animal kingdom period, then it's probably a blue whale slapping its tail.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I don't
That's not
count
a
that
fist,
either.
though.
It has to, yeah.
Yeah, we're
So
talking
you
about which
specifically
one
want to
punches.
punch.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has to be a gorilla. When the
It'd have to
gorilla's
be,
like
yeah.
pounding
Yeah.
its
But
fists
can
on
they-
the ground
but
when
can
they're
they
like
even-
chimping out.
Do they even punch with those fists? Because they're always like more used for
Well, wait.
movement, aren't they?
Here's a good question. How many animals actually have fists outside of monkeys? It's not that many.
I don't know, but that guy
Kangaroo.
walking right there. Oh my god! I wish we need a video component. We need the chat on screen or something. This is so good. It's a monkey strolling. Everybody listening.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A gorilla, yeah.
Gorillas are so fucking cool. I watched one yesterday. It was a big meme on Twitter. A gorilla like charged out of its pin and then did like a super slide,
Oh,
like
yeah,
initial
the
D
slide.
style.
Oh, I saw that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Ass cheeks up against the glass window. So
They're
good.
awesome.
They're so cool.
Yeah. I fucking love monkeys and apes. I wouldn't love to be in the enclosure with them though. They're fucking brutal.
No,
No,
do you guys
fuck
remember? I forgot the name of the chimp, but there was a lady who had a chimp that was like
Yeah.
an actor.
Coco.
No.
Oh.
This is totally different. This lady had a chimp who was like in movies, a super sweet chimp, and then one of her friends came over and touched his favorite toy, and he just snapped. So he ripped both of her arms off, chewed her face off, like completely just gored this woman in front of the owner, and that lady survived. She got like all kinds of
remember that, yeah.
she got all
We were
kinds
just
of
talking
reconstru-
about this.
Were we?
No, sorry. Me and my friends in real life, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's awesome.
I believe you're talking
Humble
about
brag.
Travis the chimp.
Travis. Yeah, Travis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was he punished for that? Did he have to go to jail or get put down?
He got killed. Yeah, they had to kill
Yeah.
him.
This happened back in 2009.
Punish an animal for being an animal. It's fucked up.
Well, yeah,
It
it's
was
it's just one of the.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say it's just a really unfortunate circumstance because Travis was apparently like super well trained, super sweet, but he had a favorite toy and it got touched, so he just kind of flipped his shit and wouldn't calm down. There's a phone call of the audio, the woman when she called the police. It's horrifying, like to listen to it. It's so fucked.
Well,
It's
what if-
crazy how strong
Wait,
they
but
are.
if
the
the
other
other
woman-
arms get ripped off?
Yeah, but, was it the main woman, the trainer, who called the cops? What if she
Yeah.
trained the monkey to kill her friend? What if this was all planned?
I don't know about that. She'd be a great actress when it came to the phone call then.
So the toy in
that's
question
the
was a
perfect plan.
The toy in question was a Tickle Me Elmo doll.
I know, it's so cute. It's so cute.
And the idea of why the chimp freaked out and attacked was the chimp knew the friend of the trainer, but the friend had recently changed her hair, which they think may have confused and scared the chimp, causing him to freak out. And I totally get that, because that's what allegedly caused the tiger to attack Roy from Siegfried and Roy, remember? Remember that whole thing?
Oh, I do remember
Yeah,
that. He
yeah,
didn't
I
die from
remember
that,
that,
did he?
No, he didn't.
No.
I don't think he did. But yeah, Siegfried and Roy, big like tiger act in Las Vegas, and allegedly the tiger was scared by a big hairstyle in the audience and thought it was like a predator, and kind of went into defensive mode and didn't attack Roy, but tried to drag him off stage by the neck like a cub. And that's what happened.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Was the tiger put down?
No, because they own all the tigers, and they were like, oh, we forgive them. They're animals. We love them.
That's
Well,
that's
Roy's
so
dead.
nice.
Yeah.
I can't really feel bad in any of those situations, because it's
Nah,
like, at
I
least in a
absolutely
zoo, you
can't.
put them in an enclosure and they just sleep all day or whatever. But in a fucking circus, they beat the goddamn monkeys to teach
Yeah.
them lessons and shit.
Oh, the
and
circus
lions.
is the
It's like,
worst,
yeah.
dude.
Circus
Circuses
is
should
fun.
be
Get your
banned
face eaten, you
forever.
deserve
They're
it.
the worst
They
thing
are.
on the planet.
In the States, they did. They banned
Thank
all
God.
animal shows. The
Yeah.
only ones that still do that are like the really not underwater, Jesus Christ, under the table shady circuses.
Well, no, doesn't SeaWorld still do all the
Underwater.
shows and shit?
Yeah, that's underwater.
Yeah, that is underwater. You were right the first time.
I guess, yeah. I was more talking about like where they have a bear juggling and shit like that,
Yeah,
or bring
they-
a lion
well,
out
those-
with rings.
Those should be banned too. Fucking dolphin and whale
This
shows
is-
should be. They all
Yeah,
should be
This is what
banned.
I've been saying.
All of them.
This is what I've been saying since the very beginning of this show. Is our water friends, sea creatures, underwater friends, are treated so disproportionately bad compared to other animals. We treat them like they're not animals worthy of respect
know.
or anything.
If
Well,
they're-
some of them just don't have a brain, which is what leads to that. Like the small fish and like brine and shit. But then you have like the most intelligent creatures
Fish
on the
have
planet being
brains.
animal, like dolphin, whale, stuff like that.
The whole
think
point
it's
is
also-
if they're not human like, they don't get the respect. Like when you see chimps, everyone's like, oh, they're amazing. Give them a giant enclosure and study them and be respectful and do all this great stuff for this great chimp. But
I don't
because
know about
chimps get like
Well, it's
the
not about
greatest
being-
facilities for animals on the planet.
They also get exploited a whole lot.
They do, but at the same time, there's like a reverence for them. You know what I'm saying?
It's how cute they are. It's how cute they are. Sea creatures just are disgusting
Yeah.
looking, so we just
Meanwhile,
don't care.
meanwhile
me
with
kind
fucking
of
dolphins and whales, they don't look like humans. So everyone's like, fuck them, throw them in a tank. Who gives a shit? Make them do flips.
Dolphins kinda look like humans if we were shiny.
Every animal on the planet kind of looks like a human if you think about it, Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about dolphins.
But the
It's got
idea,
eyes in
the
the
idea,
mouth,
Jackson, is
like
if you
me.
take a child, take them to the zoo, and you show them a chimpanzee and you show them a dolphin, and you say, okay, which one looks like a friend? They're gonna pick the chimp, like every time, because it
Yeah,
looks
well,
like
they're fucking
them.
idiots because that
No,
chimp's
they're
gonna
gonna
rip off
pick
their face and
random
arms.
I mean, I am overestimating children, I guess. That's true.
Plus, that's just a poor choice. The dolphin's not gonna rip off your arms.
Yes, it will. Whales and dolphins attack people.
all the time, yeah.
Yeah. They also try to
Yeah,
rape
dolphins
them.
like fucked up rapists.
Yes, dolphins
Yeah.
are extreme
Or is
rapists.
that
They
just
love
like-
doing it. It's their favorite pastime.
Is that,
That
true,
could be like
or is
whale
that just
propaganda.
like a yeah? Is that just a racist myth spread by other sea mammals? Like how do how much do they actually rape?
The narwhals are talking shit. Yeah.
Never mind. There's someone posted a video immediately in the chat of a dolphin getting frisky. That's fucked.
Yeah, humping a woman.
Yeah, there was that famous science experiment where they had a dolphin live in a house with a woman and eventually just kept begging her for hand jobs all day.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
You
That's
guys
the
don't
first
know
I've
about
heard
the
of that.
dolphin house?
no-
You watch Atrocity Guide. She
No.
did an entire video on it.
Is
Yeah,
that what
and
that
we've
was about?
talked
'Cause I
about it on
never
this
watched
show.
that.
They had a woman living in a house that they flooded parts of it to live with a
LSD.
dolphin, and the whole point was they were trying to learn to communicate with dolphins because they thought they were hyper intelligent. But it turns out the experiment just ended up in the dolphin kept nudging into the fucking woman asking for hand jobs, and she had to do it or it would like bite her and like attack her.
Well, I think
Jesus.
they initially were rewarding him with hand jobs, so he didn't even have a concept for hand jobs until they were
No,
hand jobbing him.
he would get like frisky and aggressive, and that was what calmed him down. Why would they
Yeah,
reward
well,
a dolphin with hand jobs, Jason?
Well, they did. They did reward it with hand jobs.
Your animals?
They did reward it with hand jobs either way.
Jackson trains all his animals like that instead of treats. He just gives them handies.
Jackson's so confused right now. He's like, "Is that not how you train a dog?"
What the fuck? I saw this on Reddit.
I treat them how I want to be treated. Fuck off. Hand jobs are the best way to reaffirm.
Agreed. What else we got?
Well, what were we doing before? There was a topic that we were leading into, and then Charlie went AWOL.
I'm scroll. Oh yeah. Charlie, have you watched iCarly, right?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna talk about
So-
Jennette McCurdy's memoir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sam, I think that was her name on the show, played
Yeah.
by Jennette McCurdy. I forget when the show ran, but it was a pretty big kids show on Nickelodeon, and she has now come out with a memoir. She's, I think, 30 or 31 years old. She's my age. And in her memoir called I'm Glad My Mom Died, which is kind of provocative, to be fair.
It's a fucking great title.
She alleges that the working conditions at Nickelodeon were not fucking ideal. Apparently, Nickelodeon offered her $300,000 if she agreed to keep her mouth shut and never talk about her experience working for Nickelodeon. She declined, which is why now she gets to actually write this memoir. And in it, let me do control.
Yeah, in the
F
long
for
run, that's
alcohol.
not a huge amount of money.
I was gonna say that seems alarmingly low for something of this caliber.
Yeah, she probably made a
absolutely,
shitload
yeah.
more working on the TV show.
Well, she probably made more selling this book.
Or
Well,
that.
her mom probably made a shitload working on the TV show, but I mean, I think I've seen her do other shows recently on like Netflix for whatever
No,
the fuck that's worth.
she's completely stopped acting. She said she's completely done with it. I don't think she's been in something since iCarly because of how awful the experience was.
No, she has been in something. I have seen her in something for sure.
I'll check.
You
I
check.
remember
I'll
her
read
sa-
this paragraph.
All right, you two
McCurdy
check on
and-
that, Jackson. You and me look up dolphin hand jobs.
I was going to offer to give you a hand job. Whoever finds it first.
You were right, by the way, Kaya. She was in something called Little Bitches, and then a show in 2015 called Between.
Yeah,
gets the hand
Between,
job.
that's what I'm thinking of. I think that was on Netflix or something. Anyway, I mean, good for her. If she can take time off, then that means presumably she can take time off and has money. Anyway, according to this article by, what is this, New York Times, McCurdy endured various embarrassments and indignities at Nickelodeon, where she writes of being photographed in a bikini at a wardrobe fitting. By the way, remember, she was like, what, 12, 13 during the show? Photographed in a bikini at a wardrobe fitting and being encouraged to drink alcohol by an intimidating figure she simply calls the creator. In situations where her mother was present, Deborah did not intervene or speak up, instructing Jennette that this was the price of showbiz success. Quote, everyone
What a
wants what
fucking
you
disgusting
have.
Animal.
End quote, she would tell her daughter. That was pretty disgusting, yeah.
Yeah, her
Fucking
mom was an
hate actors'
abuser.
mums.
I'm
Yeah,
glad her
apparently
mom is
would
dead
also,
too.
Yeah, for real. Apparently her mom would also send her like emails like, I need a new fridge, you dumb bitch, cunt, pay for it, you stupid bitch. And just be
Why not just be
completely
nice?
psychotic.
Why not just ask nicely? I don't understand the angle there.
Here, as from the same article, as McCurdy grew older and more independent, her relationship with her mother became further strained. The book reproduces an email in which her mother calls her a slut, a floozy, and an ugly monster, then concludes with a request for money for a refrigerator.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I love the idea of my mom just sending me an email out of the blue that says, I need a new refrigerator, you dumb bitch. Like, it's the funniest thing in the world to me.
Well, it's a weird form of like negging. I don't understand how that would work.
Let's see what else is there. Apparently she also was like forbidden by she did like a spin-off of iCarly called Sam and Cat with Ariana Grande. She was Sam and I assume Ariana was Cat. And apparently the producers encouraged Ariana Grande to like pursue her side gigs as a singer, but McCurdy was discouraged, and she says, The article says there, she says her superiors on these shows prevented her from pursuing career opportunities outside of the show, while Grande thrived in her extracurricular work. As McCurdy writes, quote, "What finally undid me was when Ariana came whistle-toning in with excitement because she had spent the previous evening playing charades at Tom Hanks's house. That was the moment I broke." This sucks. I would be so jealous too.
Well, how old was Ariana Grande at the time?
She would have been the same age. That's kind of weird. Why would she be playing charades at Tom Hanks' house?
Charades in quotation marks, yeah.
Well, I assume she was just going around and picking gigs and making connections, you know, building bridges and shit. And I guess
I don't think she was
McCurdy
hired to play
discouraged from doing
charades
this.
at Tom Hanks' house. It sounds like a social obligation.
It was a role that she landed in Tom Hanks'
Yes,
charades
that's also
role.
known as making connections, Jackson.
Yeah, but as a 15-year-old
Connecting.
girl,
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's pretty weird.
Jackson, in Hollywood, 15 is like 3 years
yeah,
past
it's like retired.
when you should have lost your virginity. Yeah, it's fucking Hollywood, for fuck's sake.
It does feel a bit weird to put out a memoir at age 30.
I mean,
That's true, yeah.
I guess it was just to highlight how awful it was working with Nickelodeon, how big of a piece of shit her mom was.
Yeah.
This has been in the work for a while because I remember, I don't know if we talked about it, but I remember talking about the title of that book. I was like, damn, that's aggressive. Her mom must have really been a bitch. So I'm happy to see it's finally out.
I mean, she's written articles before. I don't remember where she wrote one, but she's also written an article about her struggle with eating disorders and making herself puke all the time because her mom would call her ugly and shit. So, yeah, sucks.
It sounds like while Nickelodeon was shit, she more had issues with her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does sound like
And the
Nickelodeon was
creator.
shit.
Yeah, Nickelodeon definitely didn't help. Yeah.
I think it was mostly Tom Hanks from the sounds of it.
Yeah, you did this, Tom, you son of a bitch.
God damn it, Tom.
Send us a fridge.
So I think the big thing here, though, is it kind of leads evidence to the whole Dan Schneider being a weirdo angle, right? Because she comments
Yeah,
on
apparently
that.
she... I guess she doesn't name him by name, but who else would the creator be, you know? Maybe
there's
she's
only
just
so
trying to
many of
avoid
those.
like defamation suits. But yeah, there's some Nickelodeon executive out there who has fucking bikini pics of a 13-year-old and told her to drink alcohol.
Did she mention anything about feet?
Control F feet. No.
It must not have been Dan Schneider then. Probably another
Well,
executive.
I don't have the book. I only have this article to go by, which is a very, very brief summary. I mean, good for her, I guess, now that her mom is dead and she gets to be free, but sad for iCarly.
How did
I
her mum
suppose.
die? Was it under mysterious circumstances? What if the mum was
Cancer.
fine? Like she was just a decent human being and now she's
Oh
been
my god,
slandered.
Control F cancer. Listen to this. McCurdy was also living under the stringent control of her mother, Deborah, who oversaw her blah, 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 blah. Her dinners consisted of shredded pieces of low-cal bologna and lettuce sprayed with dressing, and even administered her showers. Her mom did. Her mother
what the
gave her
fuck?
breast... Her mother gave her breast and vaginal exams, which she said were
What the
inspections
fuck?
for cancer, and shaved her daughter's legs while McCurdy remained largely uneducated about the changes her body was experiencing. Ah!
What the fuck?
So
Wow, she got
what-
the lettuce sprayed with dressing? That's fancy.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, I have to eat regular lettuce like a fucking peasant.
Sounds like you had to live in Maid, Jennette.
Holy shit, she was living large.
I never got my vagina examined.
Yeah.
No one ever
Anyway, I was
sprayed
gonna
my
say
Have you
lettuce.
seen my legs? They're hairy as shit.
Yeah, my mom never examined my vagina. What gives?
God,
I'm so tired of washing myself in the shower. It would have been so nice to have someone supportive like that.
I know. Sounds ungrateful.
No, that's fucking weird. What the fuck?
That is fucking weird.
Vaginal examinations.
Deborah
And breast-
McCurdy.
And breast examinations, again, for a 13-year-old. What fucking 13-year-old girl gets breast cancer? Is that a thing?
Well,
Uh,
I think it could happen. Yeah.
I mean, I know kids get cancer, but that's like leukemia and shit. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I don't know why I'm giving this woman the benefit of the doubt. She's just a fucking creep and an abuser.
Yeah, I I don't understand the point. Like I doubt she was a pedophile or like incestuously involved with her
No,
daughter.
I doubt it. No, I just think she was the pimp, and she wanted her daughter to look kitty fuckable to the creator, quote unquote.
Yeah, mate. So weird.
It reminds me of that movie Carrie, if you guys saw that, where the mom's like super religious and like beats her daughter and keeps her locked in a closet, and then eventually Carrie snaps and has like powers and kills her mom. And
Yeah,
shit.
that's how this memoir ends. She gets psychic abilities and travels the earth.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking.
Sorry, I spoiled it.
Sorry, I'm reading through this to see if
I'm
there's
doing the
anything
same.
else good.
I'm looking at Deborah McCurdy right now.
Did you say how she died?
Cancer, I assume, because she had breast cancer the whole time.
Are you serious?
Blah, blah, blah.
She
Yeah.
never checked her own breasts.
I mean, apparently she got it treated, but then it came back at some point. Apparently, yeah, the rest of the article is just like general, showbiz moms being overbearing and abusive.
Many such cases.
Many, many such cases, yeah. Sad.
Every single time I hear many such cases, I just imagine that fucking. Oh boy, it makes me laugh every time.
Imagine what?
Trump. Not anything
Yeah, that's a
political,
Trump
just
meme.
the fact he would use that phrase a lot, and it's just such a funny phrase to me. I don't know why.
It is. I love
Yeah,
the
many
phrase.
such. It's just such a say nothing but try to sound like you're right phrase, like many such cases. You know what I mean?
I just miss his tweets. My favorite is still the Coca-Cola one everyone shares, where he's like, Coca-Cola apparently doesn't like me talking about their product. Doesn't matter, I'll drink your garbage anyway.
Yeah, my favorites are always many such cases, as well as sad in all capital letters. I love that one too.
sad.
Just sad. Yeah, I think what gets to me, why I find them funny, is just how unprofessional they are. No political commentary. Just in general, if you're in that status, you shouldn't be using those phrases. Oh well.
Nah, it's funny. I don't mind. Yeah, there's nothing else to this article, I don't think, but... sucks to be you, Sam, Jennette.
I'm sure she's alright now. Sounds like she's working
Yeah, her mom's
through
dead.
it in a healthy way.
Her mom
Yeah.
is
Yeah, her
dead,
mom's
meaning
dead. That's a
all her
start.
problems are gone. That's how it works.
She got to like utilize all of that potential or probable trauma and like make money out of it. So
And gain
that's pretty
psychic
cool.
powers, according to Charlie.
Well, it's just reminiscent of the time Carrie gained powers.
That's right.
Speaking of Dan Schneider and feet, though, did you guys see this? I don't know if this is true. I saw this on social media. Apparently, Bob Odenkirk, Saul Goodman, he followed a foot photo account on Instagram for a brief moment until people made fun of him, and then he unfollowed it. Is this true?
I
From
assume
everything
so.
I've seen, yeah.
Chat says it's true. Aw.
Let the man
do you
follow
mean,
whatever
aw?
porn account he wants.
Yeah.
Don't bully him.
Fuck, we're meant to be in a sexually liberated society,
If-
but as soon as
yeah,
a man
if-
looks at feet, it's bad.
If any of you out there
that.
bullied Better Call Saul for his foot fetish, you're a bad person. You should genuinely feel bad. Let him follow whatever he wants.
Apparently, the
it's
account
not even
was
like
called...
a bad fetish. It's just feet.
It's the most bland
Jesus.
fetish imaginable.
Yeah.
Everyone like
I don't get
this
it at
day.
all, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
get. I'm not attracted
It's
to feet
the
at all.
most
But like,
common, uninteresting fetish. Like if Saul Goodman followed like shit porn or fart fetishism, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty funny, haha. But like, let the man enjoy his feet. Who cares? Come on.
Apparently, the account was called something like Perfect Feet and Shoes or something. Oh,
yeah.
Perfect Feet and Sexy Shoes. My bad. It's just women in stilettos. Sorry, feet in stilettos.
feet have got to be the most disgusting part of the body. I hate feet.
I don't know why this is so funny to me, because it's like, you can tell he slipped up. He didn't mean to do this on his public account, obviously, but it's also so just innocent, I guess. You
Yeah.
know?
Let the man
It's
look
like
at his
usually
feet.
you hear about actors just fucking kids or whatever, and just here's Bob, just he wants to look at feet.
If anything, we should be encouraging him. Be like, way to go. You got a healthy sex life at your age? Good shit, Bob. That's great.
Congrats, Bob. How old is Bob Odenkirk?
Fairly old,
he is
actually.
old. He is 60. I didn't realize this until I saw a video of him, like, without the makeup, that actually someone put it in the chat there, too. He is so damn old, and in the show, they make him look way younger. Like, easily. They shave, like, 15, 20 years off him.
Yeah, he must have seen some feet in those days then. Seen a
Oh,
lot
the
of
feet
those.
that man followed back then.
Oh, yeah. So many feet.
Yeah.
Why are people into feet? Answer me.
I don't know.
There's no way to answer that.
There's
there is.
There's no quick answer.
Ew.
You can rationalize it.
You can rationalize every fetish. That's the point. There's people.
Yeah, so
there's people who
rationalize
are
it.
into like nearly everything on the planet is a fetish, and the whole point is it's just a sexual connection they make, typically when they're younger, and then it builds and builds over time. So imagine you go to a party, and there's a really cute, hot girl you like. And you there and you're talking to her and you hang out and you notice that she's playing with a balloon. Like she grabbed one of the balloons and she's like, oh, look, they have balloons. Haha, fun. And then you start jacking off to her later that night and you remember she was playing with that balloon and her tits. Like, this is actually how it happens. I'm serious. And then eventually over time, the balloon becomes the sexy part, not her tits.
What?
I don't know if I
That is
necessarily agree with
legitimately
that.
how it happens. They make a connection
that's
and then it
one
gets
of the
stronger
theories,
over time. Yeah, that's what all fetishes start as.
Well, not all. I don't know if that's settled science, though. I think scientists have come up with, like, several explanations. Like, oh, the part that's related to sexuality sometimes malfires and maps the sexual instinct onto objects and shit, but I don't know. It's weird.
Well, it could be both, you know. Like, there's people who want to fuck objects. There's a woman who had the fetish for the Eiffel Tower. There's a guy who had a fetish for dogs' knees. Like there's a guy who had a fetish for tile patterns. Like, it's not uncommon.
Those are niche. Those are pretty niche fetishes. I'm talking about foot fetishes. The foot fetish is pretty fucking common.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So there must be some kind of rationalization there that you can make for that fetish specifically because of how common it is.
I can see if Hardin wants to come on and explain it to you guys, but last time I tried to have him explain it to me, we went nowhere because he just told me that my attraction to women's butts was unnatural and his attraction to women's feet was logical. And we just reached a stalemate and I got frustrated at some point.
I was just thinking about that, like asshole. Like, that's where poop comes from. That's stinky. I mean, that's yucky stuff, but the butthole is pretty cool. Why is that, boys?
Yeah. Good question.
There's like copy pasta where some guy wrote about how the butthole is too close to the vagina.
Where would you put it then? On the forehead? Like,
well, just a little higher up. I see the argument.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's close enough to the vagina where it's kind of got that inherent attraction.
Well,
and also it's like the most, and it's the like most private part of like a woman's body. So for her to give you her asshole is a big sign of like
well, if you're gonna have
a private
sex with
part
her vagina,
it's a shit factory.
If you're gonna have sex with her vagina, then through all the motions and everything, you're probably gonna see her asshole at some point.
Yeah.
So if you
yeah, it's difficult not to like associate that with sex. Plus, it's a hole. You just want to stick stuff in there.
that is pretty simple.
Yeah, just some pencils
sorry,
and stuff in there.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
That's how my fucking degenerate brain works.
Yeah.
So there's no kind of psychology behind it for you, Kaya?
No, not really. I don't think about it that deeply. I just like
Do you think if feet had a hole, you'd be like more into them, Jackson? Like just a tiny little orifice? Like
I
on
don't
the foot?
think. No,
I think
like
that's
you
a
can put
thing.
the feet together to create a hole, and then you like give yourself a foot job.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's a
not give
little
yourself
different.
a foot job.
You have to go
But
through.
no,
like,
that's not different. That's a hole.
Yeah, but it's not like an intrinsic hole. That's like a man-made hole.
Yeah.
You
That's
can't
a hole
buy
in
foot
concept.
fleshlights. Would you want to try
Okay, well,
that,
I don't want to fuck noses or ears. Those are holes.
Jackson, whose feet would you want to fuck?
I don't like feet
Would it be
at all.
LeBron
Like, I can
James's
honestly-
disgusting gnarled feet?
Sure, why not?
Have you guys seen that?
No.
Oh, that's a great segue. Did LeBron James, do yourself a favor if you want to vomit, look up his feet. Like, people took photos of him at the beach. He has some of the most disgusting fucking feet on the planet.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're fucking destroyed from playing basketball for so many years.
LeBron James.
Oh, that just looks like he like smushed his feet. This looks like
Right?
when the ancient custom of foot binding.
Yeah, Egyptian foot binding.
Yeah, look up
Holy
foot
shit.
binding if you want to be
Yeah.
grossed out too. But yeah, this
It's,
looks pretty weird.
That's what years and years and years of top-level basketball do to you.
It's just one photo though. Are you sure he's not just like stretching his leg at a weird
No, that's his feet.
way?
It's just what they look like.
It's not one photo. There's a couple, but yeah. They are fucking crazy. Holy shit.
Yep.
But like four, the smaller toes are raised above his big toe. That doesn't seem like he'd even be able to walk.
I don't know how he does. But not only does he walk, he runs.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like the toe next to his big toe is above the big toe, and then the 1 second to the next big toe is just like nudge. It's like he's riding with his big toe or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like little stairs leading up.
Like his big toe has a support toe on its back.
A little backpack.
Yeah, it's fucking. I don't like that.
Jackson,
I just don't I don't like feet. Andrew.
how much
Andrew,
money,
I'm not
Jackson,
gonna-
for you to fuck
I'm not
LeBron
gonna-
James's feet?
Well, it's LeBron James. I do it for free.
Okay, then.
Thank you.
As a
just to
thank
say that I
you?
fucked LeBron.
For his good
Just to
work
say
on
that-
the Lakers.
Just, it's LeBron James. He deserves a win. And I get to say I fucked LeBron James's feet.
Yeah, there's a lot of power in being able to say I'm the guy that fucked LeBron James' feet.
That's true.
Pass.
That is an argument I brought up way earlier in the podcast. Where I would
What
have
about
sex with
LeBron
anyone
James?
famous just so you could claim that.
Yeah.
And
But
not
how
be
do you
lying.
define how? Like,
You know
where's
what's
the
the
line?
saddest
Where's the line?
shit to me?
I think infamy is the line. Like, if it was someone infamous, I'd have to think about it, depending on what they did.
Yeah, but
Oh, like the Unabomber, you wouldn't fuck his feet.
Yeah.
His nice stinky cabin in the woods feet.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd hit that.
You know what's the weirdest shit to me is like when you see couples on social media talking about what they call, what is it, a celebrity pass? We're like, oh, my
yeah.
girlfriend's celebrity pass is Tom Hiddleston or whatever. Like, wait, you guys like openly talk about how if your girlfriend met this guy and he agreed to it, she'd just have a pass to cheat on you? What the fuck is wrong with you? What kind of a relationship is this? It's so bizarre.
But you don't get it. It's a celebrity. They're better than us.
Yes, they deserve special treatment.
It really is weird worship, like they're gods or something. Like, fuck you. So odd.
I've always thought that's odd.
You
But
gotta
who's your
remember,
celebrity pass? Who
celebrities
would you-
deserve special treatment. That's all.
Who would you like? Would you let your girlfriend fuck any celebrity?
I would dump her within the second if she even floated that idea.
Wait.
That's my one
whoa.
hard rule.
Let's hold on. Let's get
Your
into-
one hard rule is
Yeah.
don't fuck any celebrities.
No cheating.
Oh right, yeah.
What if it's a kiss on the lips? What if it's just a kiss on the lips?
No, I'm talking full penetration. What if it's Elon Musk and you can maybe squeeze a couple, like, what did he do, like 300
Child
grand in hush
support.
money?
Well, that's
I mean,
Nickelodeon
if that's
hush
what
money.
you want,
Elon
go
Musk
ahead.
could do billions.
That's not for me. Fuck that.
So how
What if
how
you-
far would you let your girlfriend go with a
no.
celebrity? Would you let her give a
wait.
kiss on the lips?
Handshake. A photo together.
Not even a hug. What
I mean,
about
I
a
guess they
hug?
can do the respectful Keanu Reeves hover hands, sure. But no, you're not
Wow.
fucking kissing her. What the fuck? What is wrong with you people?
Wow.
Kaya, you
Where
should
you're like
absolutely
openly talking about, yeah, I would let The Rock Dwayne Johnson rail my girlfriend. I mean, he's
You
your
would?
celebrity crush. Like, fuck you. No.
He'd kill you.
You should absolutely let her fuck the celebrity and then get the money out of it, because if she's gonna
Okay,
cheat,
if
she's
that's
gonna
what you
cheat.
want, you should do that, Jackson. Tell your
Well,
girlfriend.
no, I'm saying you may as well get the money because she's gonna cheat anyway.
Imagine
She's-
thinking your relationship is better than money. Like, good lord.
Yeah.
yeah, with all that money, you can buy a new relationship
Yes.
that won't cheat on you.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, like the circle of life. I can buy someone else's girlfriend to fuck me.
Yeah,
you're flipping girlfriends. So it's like, okay, you need to fuck Tom Hanks for $500,000, and then we'll take that money and we'll pay Keanu Reeves to have sex with her for $1.5 million, and you just keep going up.
Like
Wait,
it's
now
an
you're
economy.
Yeah.
Now you're paying celebrities to fuck you.
So you're paying them to show up, be like, hey, Keanu, I'll give you $500,000 if you show up to my party. And he's like, sure. And then while he's there, you're like, hey, you should go have sex with Keanu Reeves. And it just keeps going up and up and up.
Keanu seems way too wholesome. I hope he's not into that degenerate shit.
Yeah, I hope he hates feet.
That would be funny
so
if he
upset.
followed feet too. Why? Why would that make you upset? Feet are fine. That's not
Jackson
like
just really doesn't
you're not
like
hurting
feet
anyone.
for some reason.
I mean, I don't
I
either,
don't-
but I'm not a little
What?
whiny
I don't-
baby about it.
Yeah, me neither, but it doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think foot fetish is like the most harmless fetish.
Yeah.
Unless it's like the foot fetish where like they like the foot separated from the woman or anything like that. Anything that's actually harmful.
Oh, you
What?
just made that weird.
Yeah.
Or like a dismemberment.
I'm sure it
fetish.
exists. Huh?
Of course it exists.
No, yeah, like a dismember. Someone was telling me that there's like fuckable feet, like actually.
I
like,
told you
stick
that
your
like
dick-
60 seconds ago. Okay, you need to get like an MRI for your brain or something, bro. You
Well,
have
let me finish.
way bad memory.
It's not what you just said. Like actual like fuckable feet, like dildos, not dildos, fleshlights.
They have
That's
feet
what I
with little
said.
pussies in them, yeah.
Yes,
You did not say that, did you?
I did. I said foot fleshlights. You can buy them.
Oh,
That's the
okay,
thing. I
never
even
mind.
propose if you want to fuck them.
I do need to go get an MRI then.
Jackson, would you change your mind on feet if they had pussies built into them?
I asked him that same question if they just had like a little hole.
Well,
my
no,
God.
he said pussies. You said like a hole. I was thinking like a butthole on your feet. I'm more interested in the pussy on your
That's
feet.
where we should put the butthole.
It would be so much better. You could just shit in a garden and then wipe your feet immediately. It would be way
Actually,
easier.
yeah.
That'd be
What
great.
the fuck?
Yeah.
That'd be so good.
Yeah, but then you'd have whatever shoe you're wearing, like that inside of that, rubbing on your butthole. It's like,
Why was the butthole put so high? Oh well, because it's attached to your intestines. Never mind.
Yeah.
You can't really take it all
It's
the way
kind
down
of a
your foot,
reason
can
for
you?
our body's layout, Jackson, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called
It's a
intelligent design, idiot.
Ergonomics.
Yeah.
Form over function.
So all we're saying, Jackson, is if Keanu Reeves had a pussy in his feet, would you fuck it?
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no way I'm saying no to that.
Cool.
That's pretty epic. Imagine pussy feet. That'd be so wild.
Ew.
Oh,
Well, it would just
imagine
feel
if,
like a pussy.
two pussy feet scissored.
Oh, yeah.
Heel to heel.
They started clapping together. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Would you have to wear like special little underwear around your feet?
Dude, I'd wear dildo sandals. I'd have a ride every day.
Oh yeah.
That's all I have to contribute.
What? I like dildo
I think
sandals.
Yeah.
I think your feet pussies would get so fucking dry though. Walking like they'd be so chafed.
Yeah, well,
that'd
that's why
actually
you'd
be really
probably put
painful.
like Aquifer on it or something, like some kind of.
Yeah, some Vaseline.
I would
Yeah.
get some industrial grade lube they use in like car manufacturing plants and just cram it in there.
Oh, like WD-40 so it doesn't squeak when you're walking.
Yeah, and then duct tape if I
Like
want to keep it
SpongeBob's
closed.
boots.
Yeah,
You'd be sliding everywhere.
fuck yeah.
like a snail.
Yeah. You'd leave a trail of mucus behind you. It's fucking awesome.
See,
That's where we're putting
cool.
the pussy. Then where are we putting men's dicks? Also at our feet, because that's.
Yeah,
then you'd
let's
be
just put
stepping on your
everything at
balls.
our feet.
It'd be like a kung fu movie trying to have sex with somebody. You start like high kicking vaginas.
It'd be like Twister. Yeah, I don't know where you put your dick to make. I think the dick's in the perfect spot currently.
the dick would
Yeah,
have
I
to
think
go on
the
the feet
balls
to fuck
aren't,
the
though.
vagina on the feet.
I would absolutely.
aren't, yeah.
I'd put the balls like inside, just get them out of the way, so that way it's not like.
Isn't that the weirdest thing where Like growing up,
Yeah.
you learn about what the rib cage does, and you know your teacher will tell you, well, it's meant to protect all your vital organs like your heart and your lungs. And it's like, shouldn't that also be where my balls go? Like, that seems vital. They hurt when I
Yeah,
sit
if it
wrong.
was-
We should be like lizards and reptiles, where we have like a little slit and then it just pokes out, and we're like, "Hey, it's my dick. I'm ready to fuck." It'd be so much more convenient.
Keeping
Andrew,
the
we're
penis
fine
out
with
is
where the
fine.
dick is.
Yeah, it's
No,
yeah.
I
so
don't
then I
want
get
my.
to-
Look, yeah, it sucks to get hit in the nuts, but getting hit in the dick hurts too. I don't want that either.
Not
it
nearly as
doesn't.
bad though.
I don't
Not
want that
nearly,
at
yeah.
all. I don't know why you're defending getting hit in the penis.
Because it's a dick. I mean, you can, sure, it might sting
just
a
a big
little, but at
swinging
the end
piece
of
of
the
meat.
day, it feels good. Like, it's a dick.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt like your balls do.
Let it swing
If I
around,
took a
Andrew.
whip, like a bull whip from Indiana Jones, and cracked it on your
Okay,
penis,
I
would
mean-
you enjoy that?
Well,
Well,
no,
no,
but
I
I
I
wouldn't
also
enjoy
wouldn't
that
enjoy it if you
anywhere.
cracked it on my
If I put
arm.
'em-
That's a
But
bullwhip.
I'm saying, like, I could take a whip to the back than a whip to my penis, probably way better.
Well, yeah.
So
But
then why would you
We're
not
talking
want to
about
hide your
ball
penis?
versus dick.
You can pull it out at
Because
any
We're not,
time.
we're not scared, Andrew.
Fuck, I guess I'm just a coward.
But yeah, if you had a go-go dick or whatever that you could deploy, like what about random boners? You'll just be getting hard inside of yourself. That's super uncomfortable.
Wait, why would you?
No, it would pop
Andrew,
out.
why?
It would pop out for a random boner?
Yeah.
What's the point?
You'd be walking around town, you'd have your little, like, your fucking dick pouch, and you could even go pantsless, because you wouldn't be showing your genitals if you weren't erect, but then, if your penis hangs out, you're like, sorry, I just have an erection. It's the perfect system.
Your cock
the
would still be out like
playground.
90% of the time then.
Yeah, the daycare. I'm here to pick up my kid. Oh, shit. Here we go again.
But if we're making those changes to prevent damage to your cock, Andrew, why not just give it like unobtainium or something, like
Why
armor
not
plating?
just turn us into birds and we just rub holes together?
No, I hate the cloaca. It's one of my least
Yeah, get some
favorite evolutionary
cloaca.
things.
Let's go. One
I
hole
hate-
for
I hate
everything.
the
It's
idea
so
of pissing and
convenient.
shitting out of the same hole.
We men and women should have cloacas. One hole for everything. It'd be the most convenient solution.
Jackson, you already piss and come out of the same hole.
Yeah, but that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking epic. That's cool. You never know what's coming out.
You throw shit into that, it makes it disgusting. I don't want that there. I don't want to shit out of my cock.
I wonder if you could ever meet someone who trained themselves to do it at the same time.
Piss and cum.
Piss
Cum
and
and
cum
piss?
at the same time. Yeah.
Oh,
Is that
like
even
a split.
possible?
I don't think so. Like a
Yeah,
split
I
screen.
think it's physically impossible, but what if there were a man?
Yeah.
He summoned the Shaolin monks and he meditated on it for 10 years, and eventually he learned to cum and piss at the same time.
I think it would have to come out like a layered cake. Like it would have to go cum piss kind of
Not
thing.
blend together like
Yeah.
into super stream.
Yeah, no. It has to be
No.
segmented.
Damn, life's pretty
It
boring.
wouldn't be a super
even then,
stream,
I
it
don't
would just
think
be
that's
watered down
possible.
cum.
Or cummed up piss. Depending on how you look
Yum.
at it.
What a cool term.
Yeah. That's a G.G. Allen song right there.
Cummed up piss.
I feel like we've learned a lot about anatomy in the
Yeah, I
last
think-
30 minutes.
I think we've
You're
come a long
welcome,
way.
everyone.
So inefficient. We can clearly do better than God. We just proved that on this show.
Yeah, I agree. He should have let us design the human body.
Yeah.
It'd be so cool.
We could have had 2 dicks, but we only have 1. It's like, what's the point?
Well, this is where we're heading with CRISPR, right? We get to choose where our dicks go.
I don't know if it's necessarily like that, but maybe.
Is it retrograde? I thought it was just in the womb.
I don't really know.
I don't know.
But we can fix the penis location issues for future generations, and that's still pretty good.
The Earth could have been created with a character creation slider, but we weren't given that. We could have been given the option to choose our height, penis size, whether we have vaginas on our feet or not, but it's just not there.
Everything would have been so boring, though. Everything would have been so homogenized. We would have all chosen the exact same thing.
No, we wouldn't. Are you insane?
We absolutely would. No, look at trends. As trends persist through society, like all the women go for the same like makeup trends and all
Yeah,
end
but
up
look
looking
at
very similar.
also
So look at real
character
life.
creations in video games.
Huh?
People would be running around with purple and green skin.
Yeah, it'd be
Well,
fun.
Could you I guess if you could change it afterwards, yeah.
Well,
But if it's
yeah,
just a one and done kind of thing at the start.
I want real life character creation sliders. You can adjust your skin color, your height, put like eyeballs in the middle of your cheeks with like the positional thing. Do whatever you want with the human body. Make it a fucking monstrosity if you want. I want to see what would happen.
I still think trends would still dictate that everyone
But that's
would look
for
more or less very
everything
similar.
ever, Jackson. Jackson, 90% of people aren't creative. That's just how it is. That's going to happen
Except
no
in
matter
this
what
one-
we invent.
Except in this one situation where we've got genetic lottery going, which is what we're talking about at the start.
People with confidence wouldn't care. There's going to be a guy who's 11 feet tall, and they'd be like, wow, that's a little too tall, don't you think? And you'd be like, I like being this tall, fuck you. And that's it. That's where it ends.
No one's ever going to say that.
Why are
No
you
one's ever gonna
shattering the
insult tall
dreams
guy.
of those people, Jackson?
Yeah, you just don't get it.
You don't fucking get it. You sound like you're afraid of trends because you don't have the confidence to forge your own path.
Yeah, I need my own character customization sliders.
I think it would be nice to give people the option of a slider. I mean, if you want to make yourself look like a mutant, that's, you know, your prerogative. I'm not gonna fuck you, but it's your choice.
Charlie,
Yep.
let's say you had a character customization slider. What would you do?
I'd just be taller. I mean, that's about it.
Anything else though? Nothing else?
You wouldn't make your dick bigger?
No, I mean maybe a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with where he's at.
You wouldn't just for fun like move your asshole one day and be like, surprise, it's on my chest.
Oh, like in WWE where I
Like
had to
Iron Man?
like make my eyes massive, like kawaii eyes or something.
Yeah,
Probably
just
not.
for fun. Just like imagine you know, you're with Tiana and you guys are going to bed and you're like, you know, she's like, "Oh, I'm going to give you a kiss." And then you're like, "Surprise, my butthole's on my forehead." Like you wouldn't play a little prank like that?
Well,
You
it's
just kissed my asshole.
it's a
If
permanent
it's
prank.
reversible.
No,
Yeah.
it's a character slider. You can slide it back.
Oh, okay. So it's like a perpetual
Yeah.
slider that I can always use.
Exactly. Yeah.
You probably have to pay some microtransaction, though, to put it back.
Who do you
Yeah,
pay?
subscription fee.
God.
I don't know. The CRISPR people, the CRISPR gods.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're charging. Of course, they're going to charge for CRISPR augmentations. They're charging for like BMW seat warmers at the moment.
Oh God, yeah,
Like-
they are. Fuck
Charging for
me.
everything. All right, let's wrap. Charlie, wrap us up.
Well, everybody, thank you for tuning into this episode of the official podcast. This was number 297, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yay! Bye.